If I told you that right now, the single biggest barrier in trading, the literal wall that's kept millions of smart, hungry people like yourself locked out of the stock market for 24 years, just crumbled overnight? What if I told you that for the first time in a generation, the rules of the game have changed so radically that the next 12 months could create more new trading millionaires in the last decade combined? And while everyone else is still playing by the old rules, now you have a tiny window to get in before the masses catch on, before the next wave of gurus flood your feed with recycled hype and empty promises. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn this once-in-a-generation shift into your unfair advantage, before the crowd even knows what hit them. Have you ever felt like the game was rigged against you? Like, no matter how hard you studied, no matter how many hours you put in backtesting, no matter how many hot tips you chased, you always ended up on the outside looking in, while the insiders, the brokers, the whales, whoever, kept stacking the deck in their favor. If you've ever felt that way, you're not crazy, and you were right. Today, for the first time in 24 years, the rules just flipped in your favor. But before you get too excited, let me warn you. This isn't just a gift for small traders. There's a hidden agenda behind this rule change. A reason the big players want you in the game now more than ever. And if you don't understand how to play this new game, you'll end up as just another statistic, another liquidity provider for those pros to feast on. So what's really going on, and why now? And how do you make sure that you're the hunter, not the one being hunted? Let's rewind. For nearly a quarter century, the pattern day trader rule, PDT, was the big thing that kept traders away. Because if you didn't have $25,000 in your account, you were locked out, limited to 3 day trades every 5 days. And if you break that rule, your account will be frozen for 90 days. No appeals, no second chances. Picture this. You're a new trader and you've scraped together $3, maybe $5,000, and you're finally starting to get some traction. And then, one extra trade, one slip of a button, and you're benched for 3 months. Momentum gone. Confidence shattered. And most people, they never come back from that. I remember when I was first starting out, this PDT rule affected me as well. I wanted to shoot my free throws and practice my shots, but I was inhibited by not taking another trade. I couldn't exceed 3 trades, so I was forced onto the sidelines, not able to practice the game that I started out to do. Meanwhile, in crypto and Forex, there were no such limits. You could trade 24/7 as much as you wanted. That's why you saw a wave of get-rich-quick marketers pushing you into those markets. They were ignoring the wild volatility, the lack of regulation, the rug pulls, and all the scams that came with what I just mentioned. But now, for the first time in a generation, the playing field is leveling. The PDT rule is being dismantled. Stocks are back, and for the first time, small accounts have a real shot. But here's the thing that nobody is talking about. This isn't happening because Wall Street suddenly cares about the little guy. No. It's happening because the big players, the brokers, the market makers, they need you. They need your orders, your volume, and your liquidity. And they're betting you'll show up unprepared, undisciplined, and easy to exploit. Let's get brutally honest. If you just show up and start clicking buy and sell, you're not a trader. You're literally the product. You're the exit liquidity for someone else's position. You're the reason the pros get paid. I know it's hard to hear. In just a moment, I'll show you 3 mistakes that wipe out 90% of new traders in their first 90 days, and how to sidestep them with a simple, proven system. But first, let's talk about the new landscape. With the PDT rule gone, the floodgates are about to open. Thousands, maybe millions of new traders will pour in. That means more volatility, more fakeouts, and more noise. The pros, they're licking their chops. They know the easy money is always a new guy who doesn't know the rules. So here's your playbook. Pick your broker like your life depends on it. Not all platforms are created equal. Some are gonna bury you in hidden fees. Some will give you slow payment for order flow executions that cost you real money. Some will make it way too easy to overtrade and blow up. You want direct access, fast fills, and real transparency. I recommend Cobra or E-Trade. And start small, think big, but don't skip the process. Just because the $25,000 barrier is gone doesn't mean you should YOLO your first trade. The best traders in the world started with small size, built real skills, and scaled up only when they had a proven edge. If you try to skip the process, the market will humble you so fast. Risk management, the only thing that matters. The new system is designed to get you trading more often, because that's how the house makes money. But if you don't know your max loss per trade, your daily stop, your positioning sizing, you're just chum in the water. Before you enter any trade, know exactly what you're willing to lose and stick to it. If you can't do that, you're not ready. And track everything, but look for the patterns the pros exploit. Don't just write down your trades, analyze them. Are you getting stopped out on fake bottoms? Are you buying tops and selling bottoms? Are you trading the open, the close, or the dead zone in the middle? The market is designed to shake out the weak hands. Your job is to spot the traps, not just your own mistakes. Understand the real reason for the rule change: liquidity. The big players want your orders, your stops, your FOMO. But if you know that, you can start thinking like a pro. Don't chase every move. Honestly, wait for the setups where the odds are in your favor, where the volume is real, and where you're not just another candle in someone else's exit plan. Don't get sucked into the hype cycle either. Every time there's a big change, the gurus come out of the woodwork. They'll sell you on dreams, signals, and shortcuts, but the only shortcut is learning how the game is really played. If you treat this like a casino, you'll get casino results. If you treat it like a business, you'll have a shot at real freedom. Use the volatility to your advantage. With more new traders, you're going to see bigger moves, sharper reversals, and more opportunity if you're patient. The best trades aren't the ones you force, they're the ones you wait for. Let the crowd make the mistakes, then step in when the odds are stacked in your favor. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually put it into practice? How do I know which setups to trade, which brokers to trust, how to manage risk in real time, and how to avoid the traps that wipe out most new traders? We're going to be hosting a free masterclass teaching you what I wish I knew when I was just starting. And look, I didn't make a mistake. It's 100% free. Now, this is a once-in-a-lifetime masterclass. We're not using any cheap sales tactic. This is something we're only going to do one time. So if you want to change your trading forever, click the link below, grab your spot, and I'll see you inside. This is your moment. Don't let it pass you by.